zone. And then Mexico State, they need a stop in the worst way. A stop, whether it comes by a turnover or 3 and out, and then go down and put themselves in the end zone to get right back in this ball game.
Ethan Albertson set to kick things away for New Mexico State. Jamal Bell back deep to receive. Through the back of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 for Nevada. Paul Carcaterra, what do you have?
Well, Roy, expect a heavy dose of the run game in the second half. I just caught up with Ken Wilson, Nevada's head coach. He's really pleased with the run game. He said his new offensive line, that's 5 new starters, really found momentum specifically in that second quarter. Defensively, he thinks they've been at their best when they keep Diego Pavia on the pocket, right? Like if they let him get out of that pocket area, he's dangerous. He thinks because he's a smaller quarterback, they can really rattle him if they keep him in the pocket. Well, he's gotten picked off 3 times, and he's also gotten sacked by Don Peterson and a fumble recovery. So keeping the shorter quarterback in the pocket has been critical for them.
Tawa in motion. The swing pass is there for 35 and wide, and he dropped it.
When their playmaker, Brohard, was right there. Tawa comes up with that. I don't know that he's going anywhere with Trevor Brohard right within his footsteps.
I love a middle linebacker that wears number 80 in Brohard. You don't see that.
I love the name. It's a great football name.
2nd down and 10. Wolfpack by 15. Tawa, the 5th-year senior. The jump cut made a man miss, close to a 1st down, and stopped about a half-yard short.
Well, he's really got a feel for things tonight. Had the entire defense flowing to their left, and then he decides to put his foot in the ground and cut it back. And I mean, everybody was out of position when he made that run.
7 yards per carry tonight so far for 35 and White. Monte Lee checks in. Stacked up, only needed a yard. He'll get that and then some. Drive stays alive.
Well, you usually see 2 different style of running backs. When a team goes with a 1-2 punch or a running back by committee, it's usually a big, powerful back, and then a guy that comes in that gives you some speed and quickness. Not with Nevada. These 2 guys are basically identical. And so that can wear on a defense over time when you have 2 big physical backs coming downhill at you over and over and over again.
In the backfield on 1st down. Play action for Illingworth. A 7 of 11 through the air. Crossing the 40 ahead to the 42. Bryce Jackson ushered Jamal Bell out of bounds. But a quality pickup.
Yeah, Derek Sage, the offensive coordinator for Nevada, he's called a heck of a game. You know, they can pound away all night with these 2 backs that we just described, but he is mixing in, doing a nice job of mixing in some passes there to Jamal Bell. We've seen Castile. Nice job of play calling.
Monte Lee, deep handoff, and tucked down behind the line of scrimmage. TFL for Lazarus Williams.
The coaching staff, they really like him. They think he's got an NFL future. Moved to linebacker this year from defensive end, and he's the team's best pass rusher. He's got the size as well, 6'5", about 275, looks the part.
Right, he could be another player for New Mexico State's defense that plays at the next level one day.
No doubt. Coaches seem to think so.
Bell in motion on 3rd down and long. Illingworth retreats, pass incomplete. Blanket coverage there. Jamal Bell, the intended target. Dumas broke it up.
Stitch with a play. That's what they call him around these parts. 2nd on the team with 2 interceptions last year. He's their best cover corner, and they pick up a 1st down, but then the next couple of downs, they force a punt, which will, if they can go down and get some points here and reward this defensive effort, they'll be right back in this game.
Lawrence Dixon back to receive this punt from Matt Freen.
Went to college with his dad. We were best of friends, and I've seen Lawrence when he first started Pop Warner football.
I didn't realize you were that old.
I've known him that long.
Dixon corralled quickly and driven down.
It's a matter of fact, his dad used to do the same thing at Houston, ran back kickoffs, and then did it for the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. So pretty good player in his own right.
1 yard return after a 39-yard punt. New life for New Mexico State. My question for you, Trey, how long do you stick with Diego Pavia at this point at quarterback?
Yeah, I think you go this first drive, and if they have some success, you go ahead and stay with him. If he makes another knucklehead decision by throwing it up into coverage, I think you got to make the change. And they told us Frakes would play. We'll see here after this one, but he needs to don't turn the ball over here.
Turnovers have been a problem off deflections and also deep balls. Star Thomas the carry through the A-gap and a gain of 2.
You know, Gavin Franks has been warming up. I've seen Franks, the freshman, taking some action on the sideline. He's a big recruit. He's a Princeton commit. Jerry Kill and his staff were able to lure him after he committed to Princeton, but Pavia is on a short leash. Jerry Kill did say that they didn't help him out offensively, but he didn't make the best of decisions. And I asked Kill straight up, will we see Franks? And he said, we could.
Second down and 8. Frakes staying loose. That pass up in the air and picked off again.
No, that's not on Pavia. That's a second interception off a receiver's hands that went up in the air and was intercepted.
Tyreek Mack with the pick.
Mack with that one. The one before was Sanders, but you gotta hold on to the football if you're a receiver for New Mexico State.
Jordan Parker has to be better in that situation. The pass had some zest on it. Still have to corral it, Andre.
Oh, what a heck of a play there to pick it off. And then now with another short field is Nevada. The Wolfpack set up to do business here at about the 30-yard line of the Aggies.
Illingworth has gone the distance. Another turnover force. And let's see. The Wolfpack want to take a shot.
Right in the middle of the field. They're going to take a look at this interception, but that coverage, the middle of the field, is a weakness. And that's where I'm going if I'm Nevada.
Well, the secondary for the Wolfpack, awfully impressive. We'll take a look at that. Our replay official tonight, Brand Van Vark.
Meet Google Pixel 6a, the smarter phone that can see in the dark with Night Sight, fix your photos with Magic Eraser, and photograph all skin tones accurately with Real Tone. Google Pixel 6a. Save up to $150 on an unlocked Pixel 6a with qualified activation.
Jimmy's John's new Pickup 20 deal. Save 20%. How are folks going to pick up their order if they can't pick it up?
What you doing there, fellas?
Fixing a flat tire.
Jimmy John's, save 20% on pickup orders when you order online.
I'm so defensive, I got bongos thumping in my chest, and something tells me they don't be from me. You better not take the ring from me.
Bottom of the 9th. Ooh, swing and a miss. 2 outs. In comes the All-Star with the game on the line. Let's see if Smith can protect his home turf. He's really painting the corners tonight. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Smith pulls one to right. A walk-off homer to win the game. What an amazing finish.
Now available in Frog Tape Pro Grade Contractor Multi-Packs. Frog Tape Performance. Priced for the pro.
Did you know 85% of your child's brain is developed by age 3? The Play Kits by Lovevery are an easy way to support your child's learning. Each kit includes expert-designed toys and activities that build important skills and inspire your child through stage-based play.
You never know what awaits on the world's grandest stage. Because here, the greatest city and the greatest fans fuel the greatest performances you'll ever see. How's that for an ending?
We're making it happen. Back to Benzema. 1-0 to Real Madrid. This is the biggest rivalry in Spanish football.
Third down coming up for New Mexico State after the original ruling of the interception by Tyreek Mack was overturned by the replay booth and replay official Brad Van Vark. Andre.
I don't see it.
I don't either.
I don't see it, and I can watch that 1,000 times, and I would still say it's an interception.
You need indisputable video evidence. I'm not sure we saw that there with the arm and the hand under the football as he hit the ground.
And you even had an official in the shot that we just witnessed. That was the best shot we had. I still don't think it's an interception.
Close call either way. 3rd down and 8. New life for Diego Pavia.
Sorry, I think it's an interception. I don't think it's an incomplete pass.
Pavia flush. Pass incomplete. Nevada will get the football back.
Pass is incomplete.
Cordell David, the intended receiver, 4th down and 7.
What do they say in basketball? Ball don't
lie.
Ball don't lie, man.
Well, you trade off the bad field position after the call was overturned on the field. My point would be the original call matters there because you're looking for indisputable video evidence. I think that comes into question in that sequence.
Totally agree with you.
If they had called incomplete, then I think that ruling should have stuck. Bentley Sanders back deep to receive this punt. Josh Carlson put things away for the Aggies. Able to do anything with the extra down, end over end. Sanders bobbles, hit hard, driven down there. 45-yard punt, 0 on the return. Now the big game coming up next weekend. Everybody's talking about it. You're going to be talking about it all week long. Notre Dame and Ohio State. Head coaching debut of one Marcus Freeman in Columbus. The Buckeyes, led by the great C.J. Stroud, Andre Ware's favorite to win the Heisman this year. That means a little something. The explosive Buckeyes against that Notre Dame defense.
Yeah, Notre Dame's got a lot coming back on the defensive side of the ball. 8 starters return, but they've got a lot to do on the offensive side. I just think Ohio State's too powerful, got too many weapons. They're going to ring up the scoreboard all season long, and they're going to start it with Notre Dame.
What a slate next weekend. Labor Day. We'll be in East Lansing to see 15th ranked Michigan State on a Friday night spot. Can't wait to visit Mel Tucker.
C.J. Stroud has the odds to win the Heisman. What better way to get off or catapult your way out in front of everybody than with a win over a good performance and a win over Notre Dame.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Nate Cox checks in for the first time. The backup to Carson Strong the last 2 seasons.
So they went from 6'6" to 6'9".
First touch for Cross Patton, the transfer from Oregon, numeral 0. Plows ahead, short of the 35, a 3-yard gain, the stop by Dumas.
6'9" Nate Cox. 60% last year, 2 touchdown passes, only 1 interceptions. Had a great camp. Made his first start in the Quick Lane bowl game against Western Michigan.
Tallest quarterback in FBS history, my friend.
He is.
And he just handed the football off to 5'6" Cross Patton.
Don't see a lot of 6'9" guys playing quarterback or football, period. They're usually power forwards for some basketball teams.
Timeout of the half.
Aggies call the timeout. We'll step aside. Nevada by 15, just underway in our 3rd quarter.
To most people, the sky is the limit. For us, it's our starting point. In Las Cruces, you can research, engineer, manufacture, test, and launch. We have a strong economy, a talented workforce, research and development for innovation, interconnected sectors, and access to the first purpose-built commercial spaceport. We offer a prime location and ideal flying weather. Join world leaders like NASA, White Sands Missile Range, and Virgin Galactic. Come to Las Cruces, the place for space.
Your friends are still building sandcastles, but you've already booked a hot air balloon foliage tour. Bold move for some, another day in the fall for you. Fall hard with a $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew. America runs on Dunkin'.
The best things in summer or unofficial. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
Aren't you glad for innovation? Things that used to be big and bulky, well, now they fit in your pocket. Even your hose, the Silver Bullet. It's making other hoses obsolete. Just turn on the water and the Silver Bullet inflates from pocket size to super size. It's the hands-free hose that grows and grows. Turn off the water and it shrinks back to a super light pocket hose. It's putting itself away. The other hose, it just sits there. Come on, go. Get your 25-foot pocket hose Silver Bullet today. Still just $19.99. You also get our adjustable bullet nozzle, a $20 value, absolutely free. Order now and you can double it to 2. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Get the original pocket hose Silver Bullet today.
Call 1-800-251-6493. That's 1-800-251-6493. Or visit silverbullethose.com. So call 1-800-251-6493 now.
We're all about the playoffs. Tomorrow on ESPN.
Fumble of joy.
More than a Thielen.
You hear what Darth Waver had to do after losing last week?
Is it as bad as what happened to Game of Jones? Morning.
Our Sunday Night Baseball matchup heads your way. Hey, later today on the East Coast, Braves and the Mets. Chasing the Mets rather in the NL East. The Cards lead the NL Central. Let's wrap it up at Busch Stadium, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern with baseball tonight. Sunday night countdown. The Braves have been red hot. Cards making a playoff push. It's what we do at the end of August as both teams continue to surge. Third down coming up for Nate Cox, the senior. He's waited for his time. Finally has arrived here in our third quarter. Pack needs 4 to keep the drive going. He'll keep it. Cox with a lane. Cox with a first down. Stopped at the 48. And that'll be a gain of 14 yards on the quarterback keeper for 6'9".
If he just falls forward, how many yards is that?
I mean, like 3.5.
So you give him a little momentum and he falls forward, you know he's going to pick up the first down. That's pretty good athletic ability there.
I think so. So Cox, a good start. Coming in for relief, Shane Illingworth, the transfer from Oklahoma State. Bryce Jackson, the stop against Toa Taua. And now Taua has Nevada in plus territory.
Taua runs so hard. And I think there's a misconception about his quickness and ability to change directions.
5-yard gain, play action. Cox heaves it, first down.
One thing with Nate Cox, he's not going to have problems seeing over the line of scrimmage. At 6'9", I mean, he can see everything.
Spencer Curtis makes his first catch of the season, 18 in white. Approaching 10 to go in our third quarter. At 6'9", you should be able to see over the top of the stadium.
No doubt.
Cox couldn't handle the snap. Second time we've seen a potential issue there tonight with Nevada's offense.
Running the run and shoot, never took a gun snap my entire college career.
Still banging that drum. I hear you.
I like watching coverage. I like being, and when you're moving, you can see coverage, and the snap is coming in the same place every single time.
It's a loss of 8.
I don't know that it gives you that much more time and protection being in the shotgun either.
We're getting philosophical here. Late nights in Las Cruces.
Well, that's all fans see nowadays.
Right.
It's all they see is a shotgun. 75% of the plays that, I guess, take place in the NFL are out of the shotgun. So you rarely see, and on the collegiate level, every offense with pace and tempo, it's usually done out of the shotgun. Even short yardage, teams will go to the shotgun just to hand the ball off, which is beyond me. I've never understood that one.
And that really is what gets fans up in arms when there's an issue there, short yardage, near the goal line,
yes.
Either direction. There's a turnover out of the gun because of a bad snap. Everybody goes crazy. On third down, penalty marker is down. Screen pass is there. And no real estate to be gained. Tackled a yard behind the line by Bryce Jackson.
He's had a nice game. One of the leaders on this back end for New Mexico State. Has tons of experience.
The Aggies are hanging around. That grab by Toa Taua in traffic.
Illegal formation, offense, 5 players in the backfield. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
Well, I know that Nevada's put up 17 points. All the points have come off turnovers, and 2 of them on a short field. Defense is kind of doing its job for New Mexico State. The offense now, as we start to get later into this game, got to start doing their part.
My question for you, Heisman Trophy winning quarterback, is this the possession where Gavin Frakes checks in for the first time?
I think so, because you had an interception essentially overturned. Not the quarterback's fault, but you got to see if you can get some life into your offense and see if someone else can add a spark to it.
Flag on the field. The punt received by Dixon at the 9.
Illegal formation in the backfield. That 5 will be forced at the end of the kick. Timeout.
8:09 remaining in our third quarter. New Mexico State gets the football back when we return, and guess who's on the field for the first time? Gavin Frakes after this.
The Little League World Series Championship tomorrow on ABC.
We know the start to every journey is different. We've been there. We've worked the fields. We've stared up at the stars. We've put in the time. But what we've learned is that it's not our challenges, but our journey that defines us. At New Mexico State University, we are stronger together. Join us in shaping the future. Be bold.
It's true. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 with a Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Really? Even if my old phone looks like this?
Why?
Christian. It's okay, people. I've trained for this.
It's not complicated. New and existing customers get a free Galaxy Z Flip 4 with the Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4imprint. Yes, I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes, certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4imprint, for certain.
I'm Steve Johnston, founder of Ideal Agent. With rising interest rates and inflation, there's a lot of uncertainty in today's real estate market. Now more than ever, selecting the right real estate agent can be the difference in tens of thousands of dollars in your pocket. Experience matters. At Ideal Agent, we'll connect you with a top local agent who'll get you the best results for as low as a 2% commission.
With Ideal Agent, we were able to get one of the top agents in our area, and he made the process extremely comfortable. He was very professional, and his expertise just helped us immensely. And through that process, we were able to save $23,000.
We've helped thousands of home sellers and buyers get 5-star results, ranking us #1 in real estate on Trustpilot.
It really shouldn't be as simple as it is, because we just picked up the phone, called Ideal Agent, they put us in touch with our agent, and they handled everything.
There's no obligation or upfront costs. Call today or visit idealagent.com.
(17-2) our score. Nevada leading New Mexico State. Andre Ware, Paul Carcaterra, Roy Philpott here in Las Cruces, New Mexico, on site and enjoying this one. Gavin Frakes getting set to make his debut into the FBS, a one-time commitment to Princeton, as Paul Carcaterra told you about in the first half. Switched that commitment. His dad played here for the Aggies. Jerry Kill said, hey, we'll take that use that to our advantage anytime in recruiting.
Z might have to stick with his original commitment, which would have been in Princeton.
Well, you know the intelligence is there. Handoff. Jamani Jones barrels ahead for a short pickup, a stop by Drew Watts.
Well, this is the perfect time, I think, to put Frakes in the game where you still have a bunch of time in the third quarter. Give him a drive. Let's see if he adds a spark to what they do offensively. Can he get us on the scoreboard? And if he does, then you kind of continue to ride that. If not, and he gets the jitters or you see that the moment is too big for him, you can always go back to Diego, who started this game.
Pavia got off to a great start for his first 12 and then just lost momentum. Off the pump fake, wide open. Here's a chance for the Aggies. Pass will be caught. Justice Powers still on his feet. Powers lassoed down in the red zone.
You called it, my man. You said during the break, I got to give you credit, something big. I feel something big getting ready to happen. And I just said, a shot maybe? Maybe so, in the form of Frakes. Spins one out here, little shoulder pump to get his receiver down the field.
Powers.
And Justice Powers with the grab. Just needed a receiver that could catch the ball and not put it on the turf or have it ping off his hands and into the hands of a Nevada defensive back. And now threatening is New Mexico State.
A 67-yard gain for the Aggies, longest play of the night. Side handoff, fake toss after the fact to Jones. And a good pickup, and you can feel the Aggies now with momentum on this side for the first time in a while.
Yeah, and it comes. That's what we were talking about. Just a spark is all they were looking for offensively. Now, can you get us into the end zone? He'd go a long way by doing that and keeping this job for the remainder of the year.
Offensive coordinator Tim Beck told us they saw Frakes at camp at TCU. They loved him. They had him on campus. He enrolled early. He's been here since January. Freshman out of Norman, Oklahoma, directing traffic quite nicely so far. Jones again. Peterson chasing, tripped up at the 10.
Frakes had a great senior year at Norman North High School. Close to 3,000 all-purpose yards, 32 touchdowns as a senior. Not a whole lot of running room there for Jamani Jones, who's a junior college transfer from NEO.
Back with the last tackle, an important stop to make it 3rd down and 3.
First order of business right here for Frakes. Pick up the first down.
4 down territory in your opinion?
Oh, I think so. Definitely with the score being 17-2.
8 in the box. Frakes to the air, to the end zone. Pass is caught. Touchdown Aggies. Cordell David with the grab in the corner.
Sometimes you don't know what you have in practice because some guys just aren't practice players. I wasn't. But when the lights come on, let's go get it. That's Gavin Frakes right now. Through a straight up dime in the corner of the end zone. The ball spinning nicely to the outside behind the defender's ear, and what a catch by Cordell David.
He got 2 feet down. You only need 1 in college. Number 11 in black celebrating, and rightfully so. And Frakes 2 for 2 through the air in his first drive for 77 yards, and the 6 are right there.
Well, Las Cruces, you got a quarterback conversation right now.
Albertson on for the all-important.
Won't call it a controversy, but I'll call it a conversation for sure. Now, another one of those, you got a full-blown competition going on. Let's take another look at this pass to David in the corner of the end zone. Just to call this a fade stop where you throw it right behind the defender's ear and let your receiver adjust to it. And it's got to be thrown on a frozen rope. This is repped over and over and over in practice. And the defender has no chance because you don't know when the ball is arriving to make a play on it. And it is timed up perfectly, thrown perfectly. That's a heck of a way to throw your first collegiate touchdown pass.
See Tony Sanchez, wide receivers coach, dapping it up a little bit with Cordell David. Sanchez, the longtime UNLV head man. and a former player here for New Mexico State. Another earful coming from Jerry Kill. I tell you what, he's been after his staff and these officials at times tonight.
He told us he had settled a little bit and he's a little more mild-mannered, CEO type. I'm just going to manage things. No, he's coaching tonight. And now he's trying to coach his team right back into this thing. They're back in it.
First time roaming the sidelines as the head coach since 2015. Last stop at Minnesota. Guess who New Mexico State plays Thursday night? Yeah, the Golden Gophers on the road. 3 yards deep and tripped up is Bell. As we check in again with Paul Carcaterra.
You know, I was watching Frakes warm up, and I had a strong idea he was going to get in that series. And I'll tell you what, you guys were talking about his intelligence being a Princeton commit. We could talk about his physical attributes, too. Jerry Kill and staff told us all week that in terms of, like, the measurables, he sizes up to NFL Combine prospect-type quarterbacks. And when you watch him warm up, when you watch his first drive, I mean, Andre, that's something of legend, right? Your first time ever playing college football, you're 2 for 2 with a bomb and then a beautiful touch pass. Gavin Frakes has some upside.
Yeah, and your team's struggling before you go in and you deliver like that, throw your first collegiate touchdown pass. He'll remember it forever.
Cox back on the field, heaves one deep and out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. All right, if you're Nate Dreiling, the young defensive coordinator for the Aggies, you're trying to dial up some pressure here and mix things up.
I keep doing exactly what he's done all night long, especially with a new quarterback. I'm not sure why Cox is in the game right now because Illingworth was playing his butt off at times during this game. But if that's what they're going to do, I wouldn't change anything that they're doing defensively. They've done their job. Now the offense has started to do their job.
Toa bowling ball straight ahead. Stop at the 29. It'll be 3rd down and long.
Which is what you want defensively. So now you want to change things up, get exotic, bring some blitz, show some pressure. Make sure you defend the run here, but I think Nevada's going to throw the football, and I would come after the 6'9" Nate Cox.
Lee, the running back, 3rd and 7. Cox steps ahead. Cox with a rush lane. Cox with a first down. Well, those long strides can be deceiving.
Yeah, forced out of the pocket by pressure. Unfortunately for New Mexico State, there's nobody on the front side that got there. They drop in the coverage. He steps up in the pocket, and there's a lot of green turf in front of Nate Cox.
Cox has waited for his time to shine behind Carson Strong. Strong, the Mountain West Conference Offensive Player of the Year the last 2 seasons. Slide in safely at the 40. The ball is spotted right where the slide begins.
Takes the big fellow a while to get it going, doesn't he? Those long 6'9" legs. But once he gets going, well, he's pretty athletic. Not afraid to run him, and that's a message being sent by Derek Sage. Hey, we will run the quarterback.
Cross Patton checks in as the running back, 5'6", $155.
That's 6'9", headed off to 5'6".
That's Minute and Muggsy back in the day. That's what he'll do here, Patton. Change of pace, 3rd down, running back, driven backwards after a gain of 4 by Chris Ojo.
Ojo escorts him to the ground. A little ugly on that one. Showing him who's boss. Don't come in the middle of this defense. I own this here. Me and Trevor Brohard. We own this area of the field.
Mojo Ojo, born in Nigeria, moved to Los Angeles when he was 8. And a big-time playmaker for the Aggies defense. Tala gets the call on 3rd down. Tala picks up a first.
Starting to take over. You see as you get later into this game, this big offensive line for Nevada starting to lean and inflict its will up front. And Toa with great vision finding holes on the backside.
Needed 4, picked up 5, now at 83 yards on the ground. And this time Cox lassoed by Lazarus Williams.
Not sure if he was offsides or not. May have been a little bit early.
Check the infraction.
He is a good-looking athlete. You know what? 6'5", 270.
Defense, number 10. Penalty, first down.
Got there a little quick before the ball was snapped. And a free 5 yards. So now I'm across midfield. I'm Derek Sage. I'm going to dial up a deep shot.
You're licking your chops right now.
To Bell. I mean, it's a free down. That's a free 5 yards you just gave me. It's still first down. I'm going to take my shot right here.
He back in at running back. We'll get the call. Stacked up after a 1-yard pickup by Ojo.
Not rotating a lot of defensive players in and out. And then the Union starting to lean on defenders a little bit. Getting to the second level and allowing these backs, Lee and Taua, to take over here.
1 possession game, second down. And a long 4 to go. Cox wants to throw. He will, has his tight end. That's another first down.
And that's the mix that we talked about. That's the offensive coordinator, Derek Sage, has done. Just enough passes to kind of keep you guessing defensively.
Jacob Monroe with the grab. Nate Cox now 4 of 5 through the air. Just 13 yards to show for it. Far side is Lee. Boy, jumped in the air for no reason, expecting to hurdle New Mexico State defender. Picks up a first down in the process.
I just like the block by Nate Cox. Anytime I get a quarterback that throws a block that frees up someone, I gotta point to that. Big fella goes out and he looks up. One of the defenders, just enough for Devontae Lee to get the edge.
A little hop, skip, and a jump out of bounds right there.
Not sure what all that was about.
Gain of 15. 4 first downs on this possession for Nevada on the move once again. Play action for Cox. Swing pass incomplete. Now Bell was open for a moment. The pass was errant. Sailed out of bounds.
Yeah, he may have saw a stitch. Cyrus Dumas coming from inside out.
Be careful.
Yeah. He didn't get that nickname for nothing. Not afraid to put. See that helmet? That helmet's got a lot of marks. He's put that helmet on a lot of guys on his team. This is the first different uniform he's seen in quite some time.
Transfer out of Independence Community College in Kansas. The third down and about 5. Taua picks up a couple. And a big play coming up now for Nevada.
A big third down play here. They went to Taua on the last third down. Let's see if they go back there again. Maybe thinking half of it or most of it here with a run and then go for it on fourth down.
Back already with 2 third down conversions on this drive. Taua straight ahead. Stop short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down and 2 on what should be the final play of the third.
There's no doubt they're going for it. When you run the football in that circumstance, you've already made up your mind on 4th down. You're going for it.
An injured player, Jacob Nunez, who's just started to gain health for head coach Ken Wilson in preseason camp.
Yeah, he had 4 starts last year. We talked about everybody being new up front, but he did start 4 games a year ago. At left guard, 1 at left guard, and then the rest, I think, at right. 3 at left guard and 1 at right guard. So it may be in that shoulder area.
To 9 seconds.
Well, they're checking down around the ankle, knee area. See, watch 68. He may have gotten rolled up on. Yep. Taua rolls right up on his left leg.
Nine seconds remaining in the third. It'll be 4th down and a short 3 for the Wolfpack. A field goal makes it a 2-possession game. Keep the drive going. Obviously a chance to create some further separation. Trailing by 8, still a touchdown and a 2-point conversion could tie it up potentially for the Aggies. So a big play either way.
That's why I think Ken Wilson's looking for the big plays, the big points here, rather than just settling for a field goal.
It's been a fun game tonight. Certainly we hope Nunez is going to be okay. And with a timeout being called, we'll step aside as the cart comes out on the field.
There's a monster problem, and our hero needs solutions. So she starts a Miro to brainstorm. Shoot it, suggest the scientists. So they shoot it. Back to the Miro board. Dave says, feed it. And Dave feeds it. Just then, our hero has a breakthrough. Shoot it. Camera. Shoot a movie. And so our humble team saves the day by working together on Miro.
Introducing the first ever Mazda CX-50.
Don't forget, coming up next Saturday, number 11 Oregon, third-ranked Georgia from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. What a scene it will be in that top 12 matchup. Pac-12 and SEC. Later that night, 7:30 Eastern, fifth-ranked Notre Dame. Number 2 Ohio State, live from the Horseshoe in Columbus. The Saturday night football game presented by Capital One. Both games also on the ESPN app. Heisman candidates on display, front and center. Next weekend, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud. How about Caleb Williams now at SC? Will Anderson may be the best player in college football. He needs his respect this season, a little bit more than what we've heard in the past.
Yeah, I thought Will Anderson should have been in New York last year. But wasn't. Maybe he's kind of holding that chip or keeping that chip out there, and it'll motivate him for this year. It's a good group.
Jacob Nunez being carted off the field with that lower left leg positioned so that it cannot move. And certainly our best for Jacob. Nevada does not have to run a play to close down the third quarter, and it will not. Fourth down, less than 3 to go to start the fourth. Biggest play of the night headed your way after this timeout. One possession affair in Las Cruces. Come back with us.
What makes for a great story? Is it drama? Action? Or is it love? Not just love, but the kind of love that makes you do crazy things.
Woo-bang!
Exactly. A great story has to have heroes we can root for. It has magic. It has power. And every once in a while, it has miracles. A great story needs an opening that sucks you in. A middle that won't let you go. And a mind-blowing, nail-biting ending that has you hanging on every snap. That's what makes for a great story. And as luck would have it, that's our story.
My active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. Now, Skyrizi helps me get going by treating my skin and joints. Along with significantly clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Skyrizi attaches to and reduces a source of excess inflammation that can lead to skin and joint symptoms. With Skyrizi, 90% clearer skin and less joint pain is possible.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like the feeling of improving my skin and joints. And that means everything. Now's the time to talk to your doctor about how Skyrizi can help treat your psoriatic arthritis so you can get going. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Alive with delicious Mexican flavors. Daily Mix. Find us in the frozen aisle.
Ooh, looks like the new guy picked up lunch. New DQ Signature Stack Burgers menu. That's nice. 5 premium burgers that are anything but boring, so you can make an impression.
Lunch is on me.
Like a really good impression? DQ, happy tastes good.
I'm here at home with Officers Martinez and Endicott. They're here because my SimpliSafe security camera captured an uninvited guest. SimpliSafe monitoring pros used the video to have a little chat with police, telling them what was going down. The officers tell me that video verification helps them get there lightning fast. It's all part of SimpliSafe's comprehensive 24/7 whole home security.
Right now, get 20% off plus a free indoor camera when you sign up for interactive monitoring. Only from SimpliSafe.
15 minutes ago, back in Las Cruces, 17-9, Nevada leading New Mexico State.
Smart call here. Put more points on the board.
Brandon Talton from 35 yards out on the right hash. Kick on the way. And Talton makes it a 2-score game.
You got to make sure your kicker delivers, because the thought before the quarter expired was going for it on 4th down. It gives you a little more time to think about it between quarters, and then Ken Wilson decided or elected to go ahead and put the points on the board and make it a 20-9 game.
13-play, 57-yard scoring drive, and Wilson told us this week he had as much confidence in Talton as any kicker he's ever been around. And a critical conversion there for the Wolfpack. Well, coming up Sunday night, the only game in town in terms of college football, Florida State and LSU down in New Orleans at Caesars Superdome. Brian Kelly makes his head coaching debut for the Bayou Bengals. Mike Norvell, year number 3, off and running after a 40 against Duquesne earlier today after a weather delay. 3 different Florida State ground gainers rushed for over 100 yards in that one. All of that will be tested against the SEC.
That's a huge
LSU
game
Tigers.
for both schools.
Yeah.
I think both of them have a tremendous amount of pressure to win the opening game of the season. LSU's got some talent coming back. That's going to be a tough one.
Killam sends it end over end, 3 yards deep, and a touchback. Another chance to inspect Gavin Frakes and what he's done tonight.
He was special in that first drive, that's for sure. A little pump fake going up top to hit Justice Powers, and then capping it off with a touchdown pass to Cordell David in the corner of the end zone. 85-yard touchdown drive. Only had 120 yards on 8 drives before that one.
That's what I would deem to be a spark.
That's the spark they were looking for, that's for sure.
Good start for Pavia before he cooled off. The interceptions hurt. Frakes with plenty of time on the clock here, just underway in our 4th quarter, trailing by 11. Jones, the running back. Frakes over to Cordell David, and a touchdown reception in the 3rd quarter.
Well, you see guys when they warm up or in the pregame warm up, watching him, he could spin it. Most guys can because the adrenaline's there. You get in the game, it kind of tails off a little bit. That ball's still coming off his hands like it was in warm up. Pretty live arm for Gavin Frakes.
9-yard gain on 1st down. Jones in at running back. David has been active, targeted 8 times tonight. He's grabbed 4 receptions so far, including that last one. Frakes try to run it. He's a dual threat signal caller as well. To the edge, driven down. Right at the line to gain. We'll check the penalty flag that just flew.
Maybe holding here, and it's going to make it a more difficult situation for Gavin Frakes in order to convert here. It's going to be a 2nd and about 11 or so.
Your ability to pick out the holding penalty.
Offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty, second down.
You just kind of see it as it's happening, and I don't know.
You've been involved in a couple of those instances over the course of
game
your
or two
career.
here and there.
Right. It's Gabe Preciado.
And now it makes it tough. It's because first down, essentially, you went for a loss of 1, as opposed to the 9-yard gain on the completion.
Adversity for Frakes for the first time. Head coaching debuts. Ken Wilson, Jerry Kill. Nevada and New Mexico State tonight. Final games of week 0. All eyes turning towards week 1 in those colossal matchups. Labor Day weekend, Justice Powers makes his second grab.
Boy, what a throw. And you say, oh, it's a simple hitch route, but it's coming from the far hash mark all the way across the field. When you can make a throw like that, you're sending a message to everybody on your schedule that you can't just play a certain coverage based on the hash mark when you play New Mexico State, because this kid can make every single throw, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from.
7-yard gain, 3rd down and 3. Frakes has been perfect so far, 4 for 4 for 93 yards and a touchdown. Pressure, Frakes try to buy some time, get to the edge, Frakes with a pass and a first down.
Not only has he been pinpoint accurate with the football through the air, but that's a pretty athletic play to outflank the defense when a guy has an angle on you and then outrun him to the first down marker. You've got enough speed. So he's 6'4", 220, and moving around like he's about the size of Diego Pavia. That will keep you on the field for a long time.
Naki Matialona applying the pressure, unable to corral Frakes. 5 yards deep. He needed 3, gained 7. Jones straight ahead, crossing the 40, ahead to the 42, a 4-yard pickup.
Kind of reminds me of a guy that used to play in West Texas, out in Lubbock, Texas Tech, had red hair, could sling it around. Billy Joe Tolliver.
Okay.
Could sling that baby.
He's with the Chargers for a couple of years after that.
Yes, sir. That's what Frakes kind of reminds me of, with that red hair and looking through that face mask.
One-time Princeton commitment. He's been here since January. Play action, fires a strike. It is dropped by Jacinto.
Well, it's driving me crazy. I know it's going to drive Coach Keel crazy when he watches this film, and just the drops, the amount of drops in this game. 2 of them led to interceptions, which turned into points. It's a simple out route, which you catch every single day in practice. You've got to catch it at this point in the game.
First incompletion for Frakes. It should have been grabbed by numeral 0 in black. 3rd down and 6 as a result.
A heck of a throw on the outside.
And the arm streak for Frakes has been impressive.
I might have met him coming back to the huddle or escorted him to the sideline.
Frakes with time. Deep ball, not there. Penalty marker comes in late. David, the intended receiver. Dedman was in coverage.
We're going to have a little holding in the secondary. A guy working against Brady, the freshman. Zeke Robbins, I think.
Holding, defense, number 13. Automatic first down.
That's Brady. He's the middle slot receiver in this route. And you're going to get Robbins that just kind of grabs him. He sees the pump fake, knows he's beaten, and just grabs.
Now the ball went to David. Really, Robbins didn't need to commit that penalty, and it's a costly one. Instead of 4th down, it's now a 1st down in plus territory. A coachable moment in the film room early next week. Jones with a stiff arm. Jones tripped up in Nevada territory.
Pick them up, big fella. Got to pick those feet up a little bit. Coming through the hole, you got to pick them up. Otherwise, you get tripped up. It was a heck of a move to kind of slip under the defensive end to the side where he was running with a football, but someone else just kind of swipes his feet. Still a pretty good gain of about 6.
Jones now 11 touches, Stray, with 28 yards total. 2.5 per carry up to this point. Mexico State still with plenty of time, all 3 timeouts. Taking 2 timeouts remaining. Frakes buys some time. Was that pass caught? We're to say he slid out of bounds. It is incomplete initially. And let's see. Penalty marker is down on the near side as well.
It's a heck of a throw and just a play to get rid of the ball. We are watching a guy grow up right before our eyes.
Great effort by Warner.
Well, he's been in the game a full quarter yet.
Running on the field is an incomplete pass. Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 78. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
The second penalty on this drive by the left tackle, Preciado.
Yeah, Preciado he's not going to want to hear the comments from Coach Keel when they watch the film tomorrow. Holding penalty, and then now you're getting down the field a little bit early, but maybe there was a screen of some sort being set up, and once the quarterback leaves the pocket, you don't know where he's going. So you think, I can go ahead, the timing of the play tells him to go ahead and release and get down the field.
2nd down and 9. Ball is pushed back. The 47. Set up the screen appropriately this time. Star Thomas dances his way ahead for a gain of 2. Maurice Wilner helped bring him down.
Christopher Love as well getting in on some of the action. Big down here for New Mexico State, and I got to believe it's 4-down territory for Coach Keel.
A lot of time left, but hard to disagree with that assessment. Backup quarterback providing a spark here in our 4th quarter. Aggies trying to rally at home. Play action for Frakes. Again, deep ball, flag on the field, and the pass is picked off. Way back near the 7-yard line, intercepted by Nevada. Bentley Sanders once again.
Got a flag on the play. That would be Sanders, his 2nd interception play in center field. Looks like it's going to be against Nevada, though.
Holding. Defense number 0. 10-yard penalty from the spot. 1st down.
Big Dom Peterson got called for holding. Maybe a stunt going on inside, and you're trying to hold a lineman to get a linebacker free on the quarterback.
It's the 2nd pick that's been taken away too. One due to a penalty, the other due to instant replay. Clock winding.
Yeah, that's how you get defensive holding. A lot of fans wonder, how you get defensive holding? Yeah. Well, it's a lineman holding an offensive lineman and allowing a linebacker to blitz through.
That's crafty.
Until you get caught.
Star Thomas barrels his way ahead to the 30, and a tough 4.5 yards there for number 4.
I always say it's not speeding until you get pulled over, right? You go as fast as you want to.
Easy.
Until you get pulled over.
Easy.
Nice job of running there by Star Thomas, one of their bigger backs at 225 pounds, and starting to just get this running game going just enough to keep the front 7 of Nevada honest along the line of scrimmage.
Aggies now with 75 rushing yards. Man-to-man coverage, top of your screen, instead of handoff to Thomas. Racing across the 30, and a gain of 1, close to 2. It'll be 3rd and short.
A few more weeks when they get fully confident in Gavin Frakes. That's going to be a situation where a lot of guys in the box. You got the one-on-one coverage, man coverage you talked about on the outside, where he can check out of that, the run play, and get to the single receiver where he's got what you want.
Is that a situation where Frakes did not notice that's what he had?
He's got to start seeing the field, but I would imagine He's running what's called right now, being his first collegiate game.
10th play of the drive coming up for the Aggies. 3rd down and 3. Frakes, seam. Dropped again and incomplete.
What anticipation. This is a throw by a junior quarterback or a senior that's been in a program a long time. Just the fact of sticking it in there, you got the confidence to know the hole is there inside. Nobody behind the receiver. All he's got to do is hang on, and it's 6 points.
Freshman to freshman, Brady dropped it, having to reach behind him during the routes. 46-yard field goal coming now for Ethan Albertson. This would make it a one-possession game again. This one from the left hash. Plenty of distance on the way, and that kick is good. Here comes New Mexico State. 20-12. Plenty of time remaining here in our 4th quarter.
This is the University of Nevada, Reno, one of America's top research universities where student success is at the heart of all we do, where we help students move from classes to careers, where we support their dreams to become anything they want to be in a caring culture known as the Wolfpack Way. Now, with our new Lake Tahoe location, adventure and outdoor learning come with the territory. It's an exciting time to run with the pack. Get your paws on a top-tier education. Go Pack.
You never know what awaits on the world's grandest stage. Because here, the greatest city and the greatest fans fuel the greatest performances you'll ever see. How's that turn into?
The story begins with a monster kickoff. What are we going to be?
It starts with right now.
You're either elite or you're not. Here we go. 2 legendary programs clash under the lights. Next Saturday, Oregon, Georgia. Notre Dame, Ohio State on ABC.
Look, cleaning the outside of your windows is a real chore. Not anymore. This is Full Crystal from the Fuller Brush Company. The fastest, easiest way to clean all of your windows in minutes, not days. Just attach it to any garden hose and away you go. The secret is in the Fuller cleaning crystals that dissolve dust, dirt, pollen, and grime in no time. You don't have to remove your screens because Full Crystal cleans them too. This screen may look clean, but look how Full Crystal blasts away the dust, pollen, dirt, and grime while it cleans your window at the same time. It's completely safe for all of your plants, lawns, shrubs, and flowers. Plus, with the Full Crystal Power Sprayer, you can clean windows up to 27 feet high. Call or go online now to order the complete Full Crystal system for just $19.99. But order right now and we'll double the cleaning crystals. Enough for up to 40 windows, just pay a separate fee. Call or go online now.
College football is back, and we're heating up in Las Cruces. And 2 of the 4 female equipment managers in the FBS are actually in this game. Nevada's Shannon O'Hare and New Mexico State's Paulina Mihelich. I spoke to both of them, and they are wonderful. And before the game, they spent some time together sharing some stories, and both worked their way up the ranks extremely hard to get the respect and the opportunities. And Shannon told me she draws inspiration from women announcers, refs, and other women in the game. And there's a place in the sport of football, not only for men, but women. So props to these 2 who are trailblazers and doing amazing work.
That's awesome, Cart. Awesome. Awesome story.
2 yards deep in the end zone, tripped up crossing the 20. Nevada will take over there. As a father with 2 daughters, as a human being, I could not agree with that statement.
I like the glove Shannon was wearing. How about that?
Bell brings it back to the 20. Nate Cox takes over there. So we saw Shane Illingworth get the start. Cox has come on in relief. A little problems trying to retrieve the tee off the field. We got it taken care of. College football is back. It is great. The stories ready to be told in 2022. Big weekend coming up next weekend, of course. Cox right ahead.
Just 25. When he falls forward, it's an automatic 5 yards.
It's a big deal.
You got to get to him during the play fake before he gets a full head of steam going north and south.
And Nevada really hasn't tested New Mexico State deep yet. Between Illingworth and Cox, 11 completions, just 64 total yards.
That would be Jamal Bell because he's got all the speed you need to get behind coverage.
The fastest wide receiver on the roster. Cox delivers in the flats at the line to gain to Tawa.
How about that? Showing you all kind of physical gifts is Tawa, running through people, around them, and then making a nice grab, climbing the ladder to make one.
And you think about 35 and wide Devontae Lee, playing for Jay Norvell in the air raid system the last couple of years. Toa said it many times this offseason. He's ready to be unleashed in this new, maybe ground-oriented attack we're going to see with Derek Sage calling plays, Ken Wilson as the head coach. I think we've seen that at times so far tonight. Lee on cue on first down. It's going to lose a couple here.
Well, it's a tribute to Ken Wilson and his ability to see the strengths of the offense. He knows that he had two talented backs returning, that he's going to build the offense, at least this first year, around those two backs. And it served him well tonight.
Derek Sage was in the room with Chris Ault, legendary Nevada coach, who's at practice in many of the games, of course, in Reno. Coach Ault announced that they were going to start running the pistol back in the day. So he's had the proper influences in terms of offensive football. That pass is low. Trying to spot Castile. It's quickly third down.
Well, what it does is it stops the clock for New Mexico State, brings up third down and long. Got to get themselves off the field here. Job for Nevada right now is to try to convert, but don't take a big risk in doing so, because you're going to give New Mexico State, if you turn it over, you give them a short field here. Last time they chose to run Nate Cox.
Conservative call. Tawa makes a man miss and picks up a first down.
Well, he gets a full head of steam. Forget about it. He can make guys miss, but he's just as special. Forget about it. He can make guys miss, but he's just as special of seeing a crease and taking what the run or the block has given him.
Out of the pistol, which we just discussed. Tawa on 3rd and 11 picks up 12 yards.
Get some of the pistol in there. Like it.
Tip of the cap to the pass at Nevada.
Well, he threw a move on that last run Tawa did on Dylan Early that everybody in the New Mexico State film room is going to be talking about tomorrow.
Wolfpack have now rushed for 170 yards after that 4-yard gain by Tawa.
He'll be talking about it in Reno as well.
No question about it.
In the running back room.
Cox will keep it. He'll fall forward again, pushing towards midfield. Wolfpack ran the ball just 37% of the time last year, one of the lowest marks in the country. We're seeing that start to change tonight. Physical was the buzzword, I think, during preseason camp up in Reno. They've showed that with the Union and, of course, with Lee and Tawa back here.
Well, when you want to get a brand-new offensive line incorporated into a game, let them fire off for a while. They're going to have some fun this year, the 5 guys up front, blocking for Tawa and Lee.
40 running plays so far tonight, just 20 passing plays for the Pack on 3rd and short. Less than a yard needed, stacked up at the line. The second effort, and I think he may have got there. Lee got there. He found a way to pick up the line to gain and then some.
Well, I thought he was stopped. And then Coach Kill seems to think the same thing, but the line judge is going to move the ball, and it's going to be a first down for Nevada.
Well, Dylan Early had a chance early.
Yeah, they had him stacked up, and then he just kept turning his legs. Thought they heard a whistle, but they didn't, and it's going to be first down here for the Wolfpack. That was actually Devontae Lee that converted for Nevada.
Pack now with 4 Third down conversions on their last 2 drives. Now in plus territory. Less than 4.5 to go. Straight ahead. No gain on that one.
New Mexico State needing the football right now. You see the rushing yards, 177 to just 77.
Aggies do have 2 timeouts to work with here. Tawa lost a yard on that rush. And the Pack content to let this clock run down. Still 24 and counting on the play clock, Trey.
Kind of lopsided in play calls where you have the luxury of 2 talented backs. 9 plays, 7 of them have been runs, only 2 passes thrown on this drive.
Empty backfield, you wonder if Cox is going to take off again. No, this time back to the air. Has a man, pass caught short of the line to gain. Stopped by Schoolart. The reception made by Jamal Bell.
I think Cox has settled in nicely, hadn't he? Standing tall in the pocket, delivering the football, and it's not an easy thing to do when they know you're going to throw and you still throw it, but he's still able to complete it.
3rd down and 5. It feels like they're going to run it here. Lee in the backfield, Cox in the pistol once again. Under 3 minutes to go. And they will run it. Lee to the edge. Lee, penalty marker is down, ushered out of bounds, and let's check the infraction. Could it be a face mask?
Yeah, it's going to be a face mask. Somebody brushed the face mask of Devontae Lee. This will be an automatic first down here for Nevada.
What a big call this is. Donovan King grabbed the face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 16, 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run, automatic first down.
Enormous.
Huge. Huge because you need the football and you don't need to give up yardage for first downs, and it's coming on the part of penalties.
Would have been 4th down and 3 instead. Face mask penalty.
And you're in field goal range.
Yeah, puts you in scoring position here. 2.5 minutes to go.
The Coach Wilson tell us Talton has hit in practice for 61, 62, so they're well within his range.
Pass. Was it picked off? Yes, it was. The initial ruling, an interception by the Aggies. And let's see if they overturn it, and I believe they will on the field. Bryce Jackson off the carom.
Ruling on the field, complete pass.
Every play in college football is reviewed, and this is one where you're going to certainly want to take a look at this if you're the replay booth. So close. So close. Well, that looks like a pick. It's at first watch, it looks like he got his both hands under it.
Carlton Brown couldn't make the reception. Jackson thinks he's got a pick. And it does not make it to replay review. Or did they stop it now after the play?
They just got in and stopped it.
Mexico State has called their second try.
Or they call Coach Kills taking the timeout to give replay a chance to look at it a little longer.
1 possession game, 2:16 to go in Las Cruces.
Relax a little, take a load off, and have some fun. It's time to kick back, shop, and enjoy the arts and culture of Las Cruces. Bring your family, bring your friends, and bring your appetite. Explore our downtown arts and cultural district. Experience the outdoors on a whole new level and discover why Las Cruces is truly the land of enchantment. Explore, experience, discover. Las Cruces, New Mexico.
A monster was attacking, but the team remained calm. Because with Miro, they could problem solve together and find the answer that was right under their nose. Or his nose.
Meet Google Pixel 6a, the smarter phone that can see in the dark with Night Sight, fix your photos with Magic Eraser, and photograph all skin tones accurately with Real Tone. Google Pixel 6a. Save up to $150 on an unlocked Pixel 6a with qualified activation.
Mission Control, we are go for launch.
She's eating the rocket.
Lunchables, built to be eaten.
Jimmy's John's new Pickup 20 deal. Save 20%. How are folks going to pick up their order if they can't pick it up?
What you doing there, fellas?
Fixing a flat tire.
Jimmy John's, save 20% on pickup orders when you order online.
In the next second, 14 families will decide.
That's it. We're getting a bigger house.
Finally.
But we gotta sell this place
before we buy the next place.
And then in the meantime...
So how long are you staying?
Emily, no!
Oh, a little cramped.
I am C-Pop's mom. That is not a toy!
Or skip the in-laws. Sell and buy your house with confidence. With Open Door. Move when you're ready.
That's it.
Indeed. When life's doors open, we'll handle the house.
It's the best time of the year for all of us. The dances, the friendships, the big plays, the rallies, and the world going crazy.
Do me a favor, sit back and enjoy.
We just love to play.
There is nothing that brings as much joy as the Little League World Series.
The Little League World Series Championship, tomorrow on ABC.
20-12 our score. Let's clean up that last sequence back in Las Cruces. Andre Ware, Roy Philpott, Paul Carcaterra. Jerry Kill wanted to call a timeout to give the replay booth a little extra time to review what could have been an interception by Bryce Jackson. Instead, Nevada runs a play quickly. Tawa picks up 3 yards. It's 3rd down and 7. No review of the potential Jackson pick on a bang-bang play against the Turks.
I thought they would at least take some time to look at that last non-interception, but here we go.
Jet sweep to Castile. Into the boundary and shoved out of bounds. And now 4th down coming up for the Pack. And decision time for Ken Wilson. You got to think the field goal is in order here, right?
No, I would think so, definitely. Makes it 23-12, and time is not on the side of the Aggies right now.
Well, it looked like Castile caromed out of bounds to stop the clock. Instead,
that would have helped
to wind down.
No doubt about it.
So here comes Brandon Talton. Connected from 35 moments ago. This attempt from 38. From the right hash to make it a 2-possession game. Kick on the way, and Talton comes up true once again.
Boy, when you have a good kicker, a lot of good things happen during the course of a season. Right down the middle was Brandon Talton with that one.
There is no peace. There never was. I have to protect my family. This new weapon.
Bomb them.
Violence must be met with violence.
I'll find you.
The delicious Domino's pizza you're looking at is actually yesterday's leftover Domino's pizza. How'd we do it? Simple. We took it fresh out of a Domino's oven. We put it in a Domino's box, put that box in a Domino's bag, put that bag in a Domino's car, drove that car to Stacy's house, rang her doorbell, delivered her pizza. Then we kind of did nothing all night, came back in the morning and used her leftovers to get this perfect shot.
Say what? You made a Domino's commercial with my leftovers? Can you clean up this kitchen while you're at it?
We don't know where things go. So get 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas delivered for $6.99 each. Enjoy one tonight, love one tomorrow.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Go to InventHelp.com to get started today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today. Go to InventHelp.com for free information.
This feeling of certainty comes from inspiring your customers and expressing heartfelt thank yous with promotional products people love from the experts at 4imprint. Enjoy that feeling of certainty at 4imprint. 4imprint, for certain.
You got me feeling like
Here we go, fellas. There is nothing like this atmosphere on Sunday Night Baseball.
I love the game of baseball. All this playoff energy.
You got me feeling like raise those hands. Let everybody know you want team.
Things can change very quickly in this sport.
Come on now, come on.
Braves, Cardinals. The playoff push is heating up on Sunday Night Baseball.
Don't let go. You got the music in you. Can't forget. We only get what we get.
We don't argue every day, just Sundays and Monday nights, Free Agent Friday.
1:35 left here in Las Cruces, New Mexico State, with a handful of self-inflicted wounds by way of drops all game long. This has been the story for this offense. Screen passes, easy passes over the middle, just in receivers' hands. Two that have led directly to interceptions where they're pinging off receivers and into the hands of defenders for Nevada. Got to clean things up going forward.
Now approaching almost 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time back in Las Cruces. 23-12 our score.
That's going to be a heavy, heavy conversation tomorrow around here from coaches to players catching the football.
Wide receivers coach Tony Sanchez, a former New Mexico State player back in the day, former UNLV head coach as well. Certainly will be talking things over with his units. Aggies get it back when we return to Las Cruces after this.
At New Mexico State University Online, we're proud to put New Mexico professionals first. As a top-ranked, top-tier university, NMSU Online offers over 70 affordable programs in today's high-growth fields. You'll gain cutting-edge, in-demand career skills that you can apply in your field now and into the future. Experience innovative online education from New Mexico's oldest public university, NMSU Online. Get started today at nmsu.edu/go.
Nobody's ever made breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
I've never had French toast this good. Not in my life.
Better than mine?
Mom, come on. You know, these and yours it's...
Answer the question, Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. Answer the question.
Get out of here, Willie.
If you want a little something sweet in the morning, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
The best things in summer are unofficial. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
It's true. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 with a Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Really? Even if my old phone looks like this? Why?
It's okay, people! I've trained for this.
It's not complicated. New and existing customers get a free Galaxy Z Flip 4 with the Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
What makes for a great story? A great story has magic, power, and every once in a while, it has miracles. It needs an opening that sucks you in, and a mind-blowing ending that has you hanging on every snap. That's what makes for a great story. And as luck would have it, that's our story.
Don't forget, coming up Labor Day night, the second of the Chick-fil-A kickoff games in Atlanta. Dabo Swinney, number 4, Clemson, taking on Georgia Tech at 8 Eastern on ESPN. Also on the app. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern. College football countdown. Back in Las Cruces, New Mexico, late night action here at Aggie Memorial Stadium. It's been a fun game, a good game. A brief weather delay back in our first quarter. Outside of that, Nevada has responded. Currently with this 11-point advantage. Andre Ware, Roy Philpott, Paul Carcaterra. Quarterback controversies perhaps for both teams this coming week. We'll have to wait and see about that.
I think Nate Cox may slide back into his role as starter at Nevada. And then I think we got a new sheriff in town. And a young sheriff in Gavin Frakes. Going to be interested to see, and the coaching staff, I think, as well, what he can do going forward. Take some gambles here, take some chances to make some things happen in a hurry with 1:35 left on the clock.
Interesting choice of words there. Big possession for some that are watching this game late night. Pass is caught on 1st and 15, close to the line to gain.
And he has shown enough in a short period of time to warrant a deeper look as they get ready for Minnesota in a couple of days.
14-yard gain for Cordell David. How juicy is that game going to be? Jerry Kill going back to Minneapolis. There's been some words exchanged in the press with P.J. Fleck, his former assistant. There's another strike across the middle. Fastball received by Brady.
And this may be where they put this in for him. Take the thinking out of it. Just go operate the offense. Call it 2-minute offense. Go play.
Frakes with time, heaves another pass into plus territory, another first down. Cordell David the reception. And David now with his 6th catch for 42 yards.
He's spinning it as well as I've seen any freshman in his first game ever. I mean, he looks the part.
Wow.
He has the size, he's got the arm straight, the accuracy. We know he's smart enough.
Aggies need a quick score and an onside kick. Try to pull off some kind of miracle. Jordan Parker assisting.
And they're going to, the coaches will always second guess themselves. Why didn't we go to him sooner? After all the turnovers, you just don't know if he's ready, if it works out any differently. But boy, he looks ready to play.
Breaks again with time. He'll buy some extra seconds. And incomplete.
The thing I like as well, he knows when to put some zip on the ball, when to put touch on it, take a little bit off. He's obviously been around the passing game throughout his high school career.
1:02 remaining. Aggies with 1 timeout left as well on 2nd down and 10.
And we saw him do what a lot of quarterbacks do around the country, pull the ball down and make some yards or gain yards with his legs.
5 wide empty backfield for Frakes, the true freshman out of Norman, Oklahoma. Replacing Diego Pavia earlier this evening. A deep toss out of bounds. Contact. No penalty marker yet until now. Asisima in coverage and working against.
That's off the back
David
foot
again.
And he throws it about 5 yards in front of the intended receiver.
Pass interference, defense, number 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Andre, you're mentioning the fact that Frakes likes to use his feet and make plays with his legs. I'm impressed with the freshman going deeper into his progressions, too. Watching him field level, he's not locked in on one receiver.
Yeah.
He's hit the 2nd, 3rd receiver multiple times. This kid is for real.
Sometimes you get reads where you scan from one side of the field back. He's been able to do that as well and throw accurately.
Breaks straight ahead. Pocket collapse quickly. Keeps the play going. Stop near the 10. It'll be 2nd and 2 with time winding down after a gain of 7.
Or I might call a timeout there. A lot of time is running off the clock that this offense needs.
Simply will Aggies have fought for 4 quarters. Had a brief 2-0 lead. Nevada came back. And a delay of game penalty here is going to back up the Aggies 5.
It's even more of the reason why you're taking that taking the timeout. I think you need the touchdown. Go ahead and take it here or try to get it in here, and then the onside kick comes into play. Then
so no field goal, trying to get the onside kick to get the 8 points after that.
It was harder to get the touchdown with less time on the clock. Go ahead and do that now.
Especially from the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 8 after the delay of game penalty. Thomas in the backfield, breaks to the end zone. Has a man looking for Powers, and it's going to be picked off. Intercepted. Tyson Williams. The Wolfpack secondary has been on fire tonight.
Boy, he baited the young freshman into throwing this one. As I was thinking, he's got single coverage out to his left, but you can't look over there. And Williams saw him take a peek, and he just took off from center field over to that side of the field and was just able to actually got both feet down inbounds.
An athletic play. Ken Wilson told us this week, we've got to dial down Tyson Williams at practice on occasion because he's so intense. The effort's always there.
Yeah, just loves the game. Loves to play, whether it's during a game and he comes up with a huge interception here, or it's in practices you just described. When he puts his pads on, he's coming to play.
Nevada will secure the road victory. 5 takeaways tonight, including 4 interceptions forced against a pair of first-year quarterbacks at the FBS level. And the Wolfpack defense, an emerging story. And Nevada with 2 quality quarterbacks tonight. Ken Wilson, a successful head coaching debut. Game number 1 in the books. And the dub is as well.
I expect New Mexico State to play a lot better, even if it's a 4-day turnaround. They didn't have any significant injuries that we know about. It will be Minnesota's first game action. They will learn a ton from tonight's game and take it into next week's game against Minnesota.
Countdown begin for that one. Nevada with 5 takeaways. Toa Taua rushes for over 100 yards. Devontae Lee scores 2 touchdowns for head coach Ken Wilson. A successful debut as he re-arrives back in Reno after 19 years as an assistant. Final score once again, 23-12. The Wolfpack over the Aggies. For Andre